Hey, welcome back to the Tuesday show. We are doing PTI style little mini chunks, little segments to talk about lots of fighting game topics because there are so many topics to talk about.
You know, I just realized when I was doing the whole PTI talk, it's like you can't do that without the hand gestures, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when they do it, you have to have the hand gestures. But when we're just doing normal talking, we don't need it. It's just really fun. I wonder if they're taught to use hand gestures. You know?
We totally do hand gestures.
Do we?
You were just doing it.
I know, I was doing it to demonstrate, but do I do this all the time?
That's something you do.
I do this all the time.
And then you go like...
Oh yeah, people got mad at me for doing that, so I'm trying to stop that. So.
I do hand gestures. Wow, I was just doing it. That was completely involuntary. I swear that was involuntary.
Fine. Okay, in any case.
Alright, what are we talking about next? We're talking about the TFC banner in DOA 5 Ultimate.
So this is really cool, right?
I don't know what
So
this
me
is.
and Mike Ross were talking about this last week, how League of Legends does a good job advertising their tournaments in-game.
Right.
You actually see it there, right? And Dota does this as well.
Yeah.
So some people turned on Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, and then there's a text banner at the bottom of the screen, and it said, "Tune in this week to the TFC tournament for the Dead or Alive tournament match."
Okay.
So they actually advertise it in-game. It's like the first time a fighting game's done that.
Was that on that was on console?
That was on console, yeah. That was on the console version of the game.
So I guess you couldn't follow a link on the console to watch it. But,
yeah.
But they were letting you know, if you're interested, you can watch a tournament for it.
Yes. And to me, that was really cool. Because it was funny, because like I said, me and Mike were talking about that last week. Like, this is what they need to do. And lo and behold, Dead or Alive 5 is the first one that did it. Now, obviously, they put a lot of stock into the TFC tournament. They put a lot of pop bonus in there.
Right.
And we got to see a lot of it. And it was, and you know what? It looked good.
It did.
Right? So, as a result, I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder if that's going to help the DOA community or not. But I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. To me, it's just like, it's awesome that it... Well, I don't... Okay, fine. The hand gestures.
We don't use hand gestures. Are you serious?
Hand gestures. Okay,
that's not going to work. You're not going to remember to keep your hands under your legs.
Yeah, no, but it's really cool that they had that on there. I hope other games start, learning from this and do this in the future. Killer Instinct needs to do this. In fact, I almost feel like Mike Z needs to put this into Skullgirls.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just Dive Kick needs to do it. Maybe Uncle Sensei Tip can be like updated, like, hey, there's a thing, a tournament coming up or something like that.
I like it.
I don't know, but yeah, it to me it was exciting. I was very excited. L.I. Joe even tweeted it because obviously he's one of the guys who's helping run the tournament, so he tweeted a picture of it, and this is a good start.
I mean, it's something we've talked about for a long time. You've talked about it in particular as being a way to help grow the community and to convert people who play the game into people who play in tournaments, or at least watch tournaments, because a lot of people play fighting games. Pretty good chunk of the video gaming population plays or has played a fighting game, but a very tiny percentage of that chunk plays in tournaments.
Right.
Or even knows about tournaments.
Right.
So doing even just the small things like this, I think would be really helpful, because that small thing is so much better than zero that it would be an important boost, I think. Yeah,
Ultra Street Fighter 4 needs to put this feature in there. Part of that title screen needs to be an ad block where they can just update that and show that.
It might not even be that hard for a game like Injustice, which has the ability to do hotfixes.
Oh, that's right.
Whenever they have that built into the game, I would think that they could put this in. And I don't know how everything is working over there, but that would be really nice if they could do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like, we need to get more viewers, because viewers turn into players.
Yeah.
The people who view and choose not to play are not going to play no matter what we do, right? But if we can get more people to watch, they will become the players.
Right, some percentage of that viewing population.
Right. I mean, that's just the way it works, right? Yeah. A ton of people will watch poker on TV. A small fraction of them will actually go and play it with their friends or whatever like that. But the goal is the viewership. You know, I mean, a lot of times when it comes to patching fighting games and doing these tweaks, a lot of people are like, "Who cares about the viewers? It needs to be about player." And I said to Mike Ross last week, you know, was it Mike? No, it was somebody else that I said this to. I said this to Armando at a late night stream at Super Arcade. I was like, if you watch sports, real like athletic sports, sports, right?
Yeah.
How many rule changes are for the benefit of the viewer?
That's
like
the entirety
95%
of
of
hockey's
them.
changes in the last half century.
Right, exactly, right? So like the blue line to blue line pass or whatever it was, right? You know, in basketball they made it so you couldn't foul a guy away from the ball with 2 minutes left because then they get the free throw and keep it so that the hack-a-shack would go away.
Right.
Dude, rules change for the viewers. And so if we need to get fighting games into that realm, we need to make it more palatable for the viewers and to tell the viewers that this even exists so that they know to consume it. You know what I mean? So, okay. So next topic we have here.
The next topic that we're going to talk about is Big Band.
Yep.
In Skullgirls.
Yeah, they showed him at a recent Salty Cupcakes. I watched a little bit of that footage. The guy is gigantic.
Yeah, he is gigantic. He is, let's see.
He's actually shorter hitbox
Slightly,
wise.
yeah, he's a little bit taller, a little bit shorter than standing Double. Double, when she stands, is this really tall character.
Right.
When she's not standing, it's different, and her movement makes her really small in some
Right.
cases. But in any case, he's a big character. Everybody knew he was going to be a big character. Have you seen his animations? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I did see the video. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, obviously, a lot of it was still sketches.
Right.
Which was, okay, as a programmer, as, you know, someone who wishes he could... The reason why I got into programming was because I wanted to make video games, right? That's the reason why I became a coder. So to see it was just really cool. You know, just to see how the animation was in there like that and how it was just slowly being tweaked and stuff like that. I love seeing it come together like that. So that part was super fascinating to me just to watch. And, you know, Mike Z was also talking about how he was so happy that Big Band wasn't, like, crashing the game and all this stuff like that because of how large they were. Which, again, may not seem like such a big deal, but I could totally understand why Mike is just, like, geeking out on it. Because, you know, again, from a programmer standpoint, that's just it's those kind of things that make you happy. When you see
Even
it,
from
so.
a non-programming standpoint, it's still interesting to me to see a game in progress like that.
Yeah,
see a character have complete-looking animations and then press a certain button and have him turn into a sketch.
Right.
I thought was really fascinating because you never really get to see that. Skullgirls is really the only fighting game that we've had that has had this very close microscope on its whole development process.
Right. Yeah, and there was something I was about to say, and I completely forgot what I was about to say. Crap. Anyways, keep going. I lost my train of thought.
All right. Well, in any case, Big Band. If you haven't seen him, he's a big character. He has a lot of attacks that are kind of musical in nature.
Yeah.
Little horns.
That you can play any song that you want on it. Like if you hold the strong button, he holds it up there, and apparently you can hit other buttons.
Wow,
and
I missed that. Really?
You can start playing other tunes on it. Yeah, like at least they're gonna figure out a way to put at least an octave in there, like the ocarina in Ocarina of Time.
I missed that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the ultimate taunt. I think.
Dude, you play a song after hitting a dude? That sounds amazing. He already sounded like a cool character.
Right.
But that's pretty sick. I like making people feel bad, so. Yeah.
It's like landing DDTs with Alex, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
They should never have an opportunity to do that. Yeah, I mean, he sounds like a cool character. I'm interested to see how he turns out.
Right. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. No, I really, I haven't seen a lot of the Steam updates to Skullgirls, but I really like a lot of the little things they're doing. In fact, I talked to Mike Z recently about this too. Like I like the fact that the assist characters have little assist icons over their head.
Yeah.
I would like them to be larger frankly.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I keep talking about how things need to be more palatable to the viewers. I even said to Mike that I feel like he needs to dull the backgrounds a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah, like kind of make them a little bit less colorful so the characters don't mix with them as much.
Wow.
In fact, Blaze Blue, that's another topic we didn't even talk about, but a new character has been announced. Oh, I don't even know what her name is. I just know there's a lot of K's and H's and O's in it. But they showed screenshots of her, and she was like doing moves, and it's like the move looked like it was part of the background, and it wasn't. And I don't know. It's just like it was really frustrating for me to see. And so when I talked to Mike about that, he even said that it was something he was considering doing.
Interesting.
Like, trying to make it so the characters pop out a little bit more. Because I know when I watch Skullgirls, my biggest criticisms of the game right now are from the viewer standpoint. Is when I watch Skullgirls, when people call assists and 4 characters on the screen, I usually just lose track of everything.
Really?
Like, I can't see anything anymore. Like, I just feel like everything, like, overlaps on top of each other.
Does that not happen to you for Marvel?
Not as much now, because
You're
I've
kind of
seen
used to
it enough.
It's the same way in Skullgirls.
But I do know that I mean, obviously, in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's an exception because there's freaking green lasers shooting everywhere and all stuff like that. Yeah. But even on other stages, like Tron Bond stage, for example, the Winter Wonderland stage or whatever like that, it doesn't happen as much because the backgrounds are usually like more solid color.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the characters pop out unless they pick bad colors and such like that. So, you know, I'd like to see those kind of things go into Skullgirls. And nice thing is that Mike is completely doing all of it because he can make any update he wants on Steam. Right. So it's fantastic.
Speaking of this character who you say has a weird spelling in her name, I met a woman in Croatia whose last name was spelled CVRTLJ. What do you think about that?
Oh. Okay, wait. What is it?
CVRTLJ.
Holy crap.
It's Frutli.
Whoa.
I mean, they pronounce letters differently, obviously, so it's not like it's a...
Oh, wow. So SP99 says they changed the lighting 2 days ago to make the characters more noticeable. There you go. There you go. So cool. That's awesome to know. That's awesome. So,
anyways, let's talk about Peach in Smash. Yeah. So C is pronounced TS, and the R is like a vowel. You trill it. Right. You know. Oh, okay. And then a J is a Y basically. So it's not as weird as it sounds.
Or looks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
that's not a name. That's a cheat code. I like that. Good stuff. But a boy named Rio. Good stuff. I was like, his name is a boy named Rio. A boy named Rio. Wow. Yeah. But Peach was announced in Smash Brothers, which is really funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, this is such a shock." One of the main characters. She wasn't in the original Smash Brothers. She was only added in Melee, right? So she actually wasn't one of the original characters that was in there the whole entire time. So I don't know why people are treating it like she's been in the game forever.
It's a pretty safe bet, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so I mean, obviously they keep adding more and more characters. They're taking their sweet Mary with announcing some of these characters.
That is true. Yeah. So far we only have 15 characters announced. They are Peach, Luigi, Olimar, Villager, Mario, Donkey Kong, Mega Man. You like Mega Man being in any fighting game, huh?
Mega Man
put him in something.
Dude, Mega Man is the best.
Wii Fit Trainer, Link, Samus, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Bowser, and Pit.
I'm totally sidetracking this whole thing just to talk about Mega Man some more, dude. But like, so Mega Man,
PTI, that happens
Mega
sometimes.
Man powered up on the PSP. You could create your own Mega Man stages and stuff like that. I still think I have some of the greatest stages created on that thing. Dude, if people are actually interested...
You are all about talking up your Mega Man, huh?
Dude, I'm telling you, this is my goal now. My goal is to make the next Mega Man game and also to pet a penguin. But that's a whole nother story. So,
you never pet a penguin?
I've never pet a penguin.
I've pet a penguin.
There's penguin petting zoos or something?
You can pet penguins, yeah. My mom had a penguin as a pet.
What?
Fact.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so mad right now.
Yeah. So her dad worked on the docks. He was a longshoreman, and there was a shipment of penguins, and it, like, for whatever reason, there were, like, nobody came to pick them up or anything, so they were just, like, some penguins. And he was like, all right, here's your new pet. It's a penguin. I mean, it wasn't a good pet because it snapped and was not friendly.
Dude, they had penguins at the mall that I eat at every once in a while, just the other day, and I was like, oh my god, penguins! But anyways.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Mega Man. If people want to see my Mega Man powered up stage, let me know, and I'll tweet them out. I'll tweet them out. They're good stuff, bet you will. Dude, there's some good... I have like one of the amazing stages on there.
I bet you would tweet it out. Yes.
It's awesome. It's awesome. But... Yes, but Peach is in the game, so I would love. I wish they were announcing him faster. I don't know what they're like. There's no release date for it. There's not even an official name for it yet, right?
Are we talking about Smash now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Want to make that
Smash Brothers. I mean, obviously we had Melee, we had Brawl.
Right.
So what is it gonna be? Rumble, Rumbus, you know.
Yeah. Conflagration or something.
Yeah, exactly. So
you know, you can count on a lot more characters being announced. 15 seems like it's an unlikely number.
Oh, there's got to be like 30 some characters in this, but that's why I'm like surprised. Like the last time they announced characters was like at E3 or something, so it's taken them like 5 months or something, some crazy. Like actually, just like 4 months, right? Yeah. To announce another character. You know, if they do that rate and they do have 30 characters, you know, this game's not coming out until like 2020 or something crazy like that. So hopefully they keep announcing more sooner, because I remember when Brawl was coming out, they had the website and they were like announcing them like every.
They did a really good job with the Brawl release. If people don't remember, they had articles on the characters as they came out. They had videos on them. They had little spots where you could give them feedback.
Dude, I was going to that webpage. It was really cool. Like every day.
I did that too.
Yeah, trying to figure it out. So I mean, obviously a lot of the characters. The crazy ones like Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, Mega Man were all revealed at E3, and so it feels like everything else is gonna be like, yeah, Peach is Peach, right? Like, I want to see more of the crazy things that they have planned. I don't know if they're gonna save it for the next E3 or what, you know, because it might not even be out until by then. Yeah,
I guess we really have no idea. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I know, but I'm super excited to see what other kind of crazy characters they'll come out with for this game. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to...
Mega Man, yeah. Anyways, keep going.
You know, I really wanted to use Bowser. I really wanted to use Donkey Kong in previous versions of Smash, but they just haven't been that great. So it'd be nice to play them and have them be good.
Yeah, they talked about that they're thinking about balance a lot more in this version. So,
yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. What are we talking about next? Oh, Soul Calibur free-to-play single-player game?
Yeah, they announced that there was going to be a new Soul Calibur that was free-to-play. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're doing a Tekken Revolution for Soul Calibur. Then it turned out to be a one-player game. And so...
I haven't seen this story yet.
I don't know if it's somewhere on there. Dude, the cell phone is our timer. Dude, everyone keeps telling me to turn off my cell phone.
You think he's getting called exactly every 5 minutes? Come on, guys.
Right, when we change the topic, right? Yeah, exactly. No, the phone.
Can you imagine somebody in like New York or something? All right, better make sure to call James. They should switch topics right now. It's not happening.
But yes, so yeah, no, it's interesting. They said it's going to be a single-player game. I don't know what the details of that is. Like, I don't know if it's just going to be, like, some weird side-scrolling slasher or, like, a Dynasty Warriors or something like that.
Like that Mortal Kombat game that was, like, a action.
Dude, that Mortal Kombat game was fun.
I remember it being good.
Dude, it was really... It was made... Like, if you play it, you can totally see it. It was made by Paradox, which then became Midway West. And a lot of the people who made that game were the people who went on to make God of War. You can totally tell, because that Mortal Kombat game was fun. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Shaolin Monks. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks on the PlayStation 2. Super fun game. But yeah. So, I mean, if it is not like that, it's kind of a shame. Like, it would be cool if they made the Soul Calibur one-player game kind of in a way so that it could teach you how to play the fighting game. Cool. You know, but I don't know if they're going to do that, so... Now people are telling other people to call us to change the topic.
Oh man, hopefully nobody knows this in there.
I have a different ringtone than the alarm anyway.
Right.
Oh, because I'm tight.
Well, do you know anything about How it will be free to play, like what will they be making money on? It just hasn't been announced.
Actually, I mean, I got to imagine it's just going to be multiple characters again. That it's just probably going to cycle through. I mean, the interesting thing, the real meat of this story comes down to the fact that all these fighting game makers are really thinking about free-to-play models, right? So this is obviously something heavy on their mind and something that they really, really want to try. So obviously they're trying to go this route and figure out a way to make it successful. Do you think a fighting game can be free-to-play and be successful like this?
Yeah, I do think that a fighting game can be free-to-play and be successful. We haven't seen it yet. Tekken is trying, but that really hasn't worked out. I don't know that that's a fault with the business model necessarily. Maybe with how they're doing it in Tekken, maybe with the fact that it's Tekken, unfortunately, which has kind of lost its standing to some degree. So, but I don't think that it's necessarily a bad idea. It's something that I think would be potentially fine.
Yeah, I'm
totally fine with what Killer Instinct is doing, for example.
Yeah, I'm also curious, how is Tekken Revolution even doing right now? Do you know if a lot of people are still playing it?
I don't think so. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, as far as I know, people aren't really playing it that much.
Well, it says that it has, someone a message that said that it has 2 million downloads so far, but...
Oh, trying it out. I'm sure a lot of people have tried it out. Yeah.
So
the question is how many regular players are there?
I'm even at fault. I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't even tried it yet. So, and I said I wanted to. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I downloaded it and then really didn't do that much with it, to be honest.
Well, okay, so we're kind of running low on time before...
Oh, on actual time, yeah, you're right.
So let's just cover the last two things.
So Sega acquired Atlus.
Yeah, apparently this was just announced. I walked in here, set it up, and people mentioned it on stream.
I had no idea until we sat down.
Yeah, so, I don't know, does that mean Persona is now a Sega fighting game, you know?
I guess.
It's going to be really interesting. Does that mean they own King of Fighters now?
Or at least have the publishing rights to King of Fighters?
It's going to be really interesting. I don't... Like... A lot of people are saying that they're very frustrated by that. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Because Sega, I mean, obviously when we were growing up, Sega was a big company, a very heralded company during the Genesis days.
Yeah.
Now Sega is just like this sad shell of what it used to be. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people probably have a right to kind of be scared about that. So, I don't know. I don't know what this means. Obviously, we'll probably find out more details.
Right, yeah. Without knowing really that much more about it, it's hard to say. But interesting news, definitely. That's not anything I expected.
Everyone keeps saying, you know, R.I.P. Persona and stuff like that.
Not necessarily. Sega makes a fighting game. I don't know if you guys know about it. You heard about it?
Fighter,
it's called Virtua Fighter.
Yeah. And the last thing people talked about, potentially, I think even Capcom, like, even just kind of like threw it out there, probably as feelers, just to see what people would say of having a Kickstarter for an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 patch.
Where were these feelers? I didn't see that either.
I know Event Hubs posted a poll on it, like, would you donate to it? And I think in that article they mentioned that, like, it was an offhand comment from one of the Capcom people or something.
How about
like
that?
So
that would be really interesting if that were to happen.
Yeah, because obviously it's a licensing problem. We talked about it earlier with a lot of Kickstarter things. A lot of it just is to buy license. Like, even Pinball Arcade, to, like, get the next generation pinball on there, which is one of the greatest pinball tables of all time, right? Like, the majority of the cost came from the licensing because the actual actors have their voices in it. So it was more expensive than other ones because of that.
Right.
And they did a Kickstarter and they got it, so now it's on Pinball Arcade and everything like that. So
wow, okay, I didn't know that story. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, is it just the license or is it the money? If it's a Kickstarter thing, we talked earlier about Capcom not doing as well as some other game companies might be doing. I just don't know what the license is like, what their deal is with Marvel. Without knowing that, it's really hard to say. Yeah. But it might be either of those two, really. The license itself being a problematic thing, or not having enough money to actually make the patch on Capcom's end. So
yeah.
If a Kickstarter can solve either of those, I am fully in favor of it because, you know, we talk about this all the time. It would be great. Marvel 3 is almost a really awesome game.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's not as good as it could be with some slight changes.
You know, I mean, to me, honestly, it feels very kind of like Third Strike. Once you get to the top play, it's all Chun Yun. You know what I mean? But there's a really good game in there. It's just not balanced enough. And Ultimate Marvel 3 kind of feels that way. It's right now Virgil and Zero are just too much.
Yeah, it's not even just the characters. It's a couple of the actual game mechanics, too.
The funny thing is, I actually really like X Factor now. I just hate the damage that it does. Like,
it's overboard, right?
Yeah,
Other than that, I don't have any problem with
it. I love the mind games with it. Like,
Sure.
the should I use it early? Should I do it here? You know, I really like that kind of mental game when it comes to using when to use X
totally
Factor.
agree, man.
But it's just the effects of it are ridiculous.
It's just too much, yeah.
Virgil shouldn't be
Level
able to kill
3
3 characters.
Yeah.
Someone suggested making it so that if you kill someone, that your X Factor goes away, so you try to snap them out instead. You know, Wizards always suggested that, you know, you just drain half of it when you kill someone or something like that. I don't know. I just lower the... Oh, there we go. Audio is back.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I was just saying that I hope that if there is a Kickstarter, and that's a giant if, of course, that implies Capcom has a view of the community as being important, and that it would balance the game with an eye to the competitive community.
Right.
I mean, I can't imagine why they would bother with a Kickstarter if that wasn't the case.
Don't use hand gestures, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah, but that's why I knocked everything over. But but you know, I was saying, like, I got to imagine if there is a Kickstarter thing, it's probably all Capcom USA that would probably work running something like that. So
yeah, definitely.
But in any case,
okay. I think that worked out like almost exactly right in time.
If we didn't have the extra topics.
Oh man, we put this crap on at the end.
Yeah,
oh man,
that would have been perfect, right? So, but in any case, the show that sucks is starting. As it probably already started. Yeah. Hanzo Gonzo tweeted that this is going to be the most controversial one ever, and they will be banned from Twitch probably. But we'll see.
Excellent. No, that sounds really interesting. They are always interesting shows. You can go check it out at twitch.tv/iplaywinner.
Yep. Check that out, and yeah, I think that's about it. Anything else you wanted to add? Nope.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Our latest episodes are up on YouTube, so check that out if you guys missed the last couple ones. So
see you next week.
All right, peace out, everybody.